Hey guys, it's Tuesday afternoon. Um, yeah, I had my my first day of work on Friday, and it's in a little body shop. Um, I walked in there, and it's just the owner and myself. The guy comes up, brings me up to a Chevy truck. He says it's big ass diesel, high, big wheels. The hood's at eye level. He says, "Here's a 2014 Chevy truck. It's a diesel. Do this one." And then he buggers off and does something else. So I went at it, and there was a poorly installed rocker. The jam was all messed up, so I fixed that. Did two doors, two fenders, and a hood. So at the end of the day, he comes up and he says, "Oh, geez, man, if you keep working like this thing will be out of here next week." I said, "Oh yeah, should be no problem there." I said, "How long's it been here?" "A year." So, yeah. So this guy needs some help, and I think I think this is right up my alley. This is my kind of thing. Doing a little bit of everything, not just one thing every day, day in, day out. And you know, yesterday, uh, I was working on the truck, and a customer came in. He uh, he has a '55 Chevy two-door hardtop, and that looks like that's going to be my next one. So very cool. And I said, you never know, this thing might end up being on YouTube. And actually, he recognized me from my YouTube channel. He's a viewer. So yeah, that's cool. And then today, I find out I just finished up the Chevy truck, did the last of the body work and everything. And this same guy has a '68 Camaro that he wants us to do. So yeah, it's getting to be a bit of a hot rod deal. So yeah, right up my alley. Exactly the kind of thing I've been looking for. So this should work out good. And so far, the boss is happy, and his stuff is starting to move out of there. And yeah, we'll just keep her going. So anyway, this weekend, I did a bunch of stuff that I don't like doing. Stuff around the house and the yard and stuff. A little bit of maintenance on the Mopar. So I didn't film anything over the weekend. I did do some of the work on the uh, tailgate, and I'm flipped it over now, and I'm on the inside of the tailgate, and I'm just stripping the paint, rust, and crap off, cleaning up some of the welds and what have you. So I'll show you that in a minute. I'm going to carry on with the tailgate and hopefully start getting some putty on this thing. I've got a few dents to pull, and probably a couple of welds to fix up on the inside part. So yeah, stick around, we'll get to it. Okay, so I finally finished up the welding, like I said, on this side, all the way around the letters. Remember, this was a GMC tailgate that I changed to a Chevrolet, changing the center part. Also welded up that seam all the way, and this seam here as well, all the way. So it's sealed up. Now there's some dents and stuff in here that I got to pound out, and I'll use the stinger maybe to pull this one here out. It's a pretty good size one. The rest of this isn't too bad. There's a couple of big ones on this side on the top, so I'll have to pull them out. But I think I'm going to finish stripping the other side first. I also welded in my little pipe fix here for the top. There's the old piece there. She's pretty rotted. So had done the same thing over here. So I got to finish up welding on the bottom side of this. So like there, and same with over here. And then also where I'd cut it to straighten out the top of it. Remember, it had a big wow in it, so I ended up doing a relief cut and then clamping it down to straighten it out. So I started stripping it. I'm just using one of these 3M wheels. Not much left of this one, but I got another part one on this air tool, so should have enough to finish up the tailgate anyway. This stuff doesn't strip very easily, so those type of wheels are the way to go. But I'm not spending $30 on one because that's what they've gone up to now from 14 2 years ago. That's crazy. Anyway, there's a few spots I may have to weld on the patch where I put in the Chevy lettering. Just a couple of voids, I don't know. Might end up welding it all the way around on this side as well as the other side, and then I know I got it sealed up really good. And oh yeah, so that was where that hole was in my R. And came out good on this side, so yeah, I'm happy with it. Managed to maintain the shape of the letter, and it's all good. So I'm just going to carry on stripping this thing, and maybe I'll come back when I'm ready to pull some dents out, use the stinger, and yeah, we'll see you then. All right, so this is lacquer paint, and it's a bitch to get off. A little area like this has been taking me about 10 minutes. So I figured I'd try something. So what if I heated it up, you know? Maybe it'll soften it up or something. So I gave it a shot. If you ever strip this lacquer, you know what I'm talking about. It's just miserable. A paint stripper will work. I don't have any with me. I don't have any here. I don't feel like going shopping. Besides, I don't shop. Way quicker. Like half the time. So there you go. Heat. Heat's good for a lot of things. So in the interest of kind of summarizing what I'm doing here, I'm going to do the bottom half of the inside first. So I got some dents here, fairly deep. It's kind of a crease all the way across. I cleaned it up as best I could because if the metal is dirty, these pins just won't stick. So just take my old stinger here. Yeah, see? I don't know how well they're going to grab. On newer cars, these pins, you just touch this thing for a second and they just melt right into the metal. But this old steel, big difference. Huh. See, the metal was a bit dirty there, and it showed. apart, but it is moving. I'd like to be able to pull that out a little bit more. Yeah, we'll try a couple more, and then that's about as good as she's gonna get. Problem is, you can't hammer from the other side because you've got that slope of another layer of metal, so you can't get a hammer on it. Oh, perfect. God damn it. Too much junk, man. Too much junk. Yeah, I don't think I can get much more out of it than that. Too bad. Anyway, oh well, we give her a shot. So that loud crashing noise was a whole can of fasteners and clips and stuff that fell off my table. Everything kind of rolled into the fender. There's no damage, but there could have been. So anyway, I'm going to pick that up before something does happen. Unreal. So after stripping and sanding and grinding and what have you, I just don't think it's getting clean enough. And I really don't think body filler will properly adhere to the metal. So my next option is to pick up a bag of sand and blast this thing, the whole thing. And I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. I'd hate like hell to put all this work into this thing and then have everything just bubble and peel off. That would suck. So, you know, after the last video, one of the viewers sent in a comment saying, "Man, you put a lot of work into that tailgate," and he's right. Probably too much. Would have been cheaper and way easier to just buy one, I guess. But I'm into it balls deep now, so I might as well finish it and just get her done and quit whining about it. So I guess I'll pick up a bag of sand sometime this week and blast it on the weekend and then carry on from there. So hopefully we get nice weather for the weekend. We're supposed to, but you know, that's 3 days away. What the hell do they know? And yeah, until the weekend comes, I guess I'll finish up working on my Model A on the shop and get that all cleaned up. It's been raining and shitty for a few days anyway, so it's best to just keep it tarped up. And yeah, we'll go from there. So that's about all I have time for anyway. It is what it is. So there you go. You know, sometimes you get into something and you're going at it and pounding away, and then you stop and think for a minute and say, am I really getting anywhere with this? And sometimes it's best to just walk away and think about it for a few minutes and, you know, consider what the end result's going to be. Is this going to work or not? And I'm guilty of it, stubborn, you know. I remember going through this with an alternator bracket or something and ended up beating it to death with a sledgehammer. You know, I don't think anything I would have done with that tailgate was going to work unless I sandblasted. It's pitted. There's that lacquer paint in the pits that I can't get out with the grinders and stuff, the paint stripping wheels and all that. So blasting is the way to go. I'll epoxy prime it. Then I got something that the body filler will stick to, and then I won't have any problems. So that's the plan. Do it right. You know, like my dad used to say, do it right or don't do it at all. So, like I say, I'm into that tailgate balls deep, so I got to keep rolling and finish the damn thing off, just the way it is. So, yeah. So think about what you're doing and reconsider sometimes if things aren't working right. So if you like the content, please subscribe. I truly would appreciate it. And, you know, tell your buddies and your chums and help spread the word. And don't be shy, leave comments. I try and read all the comments and respond to all of them. If I have missed one, sorry, I'll get you the next one. And, yeah, that's about it, I guess. Till next time. So if you're not doing anything, get out in the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.